Hello everyone, and welcome to ZSR. Today we have another Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando tournament. So it's round 4 between levelengine and AnimusUnited. I'm Star, and with me on comms is Krista. How are you doing?
Well, I am doing just fine. I am extremely happy because we have hype time, we've got chicken time, we've got shenanigan times, and I'm hosting with you, so you know it's going to be a great day.
Yep, should be fun. Got two excellent runners here. I am speedrunning a quick bit of things. Uh, okay, what in the... Anyhow, waiting on them to both ready up, quickly booting up the scene to see what they start with, and we'll be off soon once I can do a thing or three. Alright, there we are. So, hope everyone in chat's doing well. Let's give our runners a follow, AnimusUnited and levelengine, to my co-com Krista, and to our trackers. We've got the cheeses on tracking today. Thanks to both Royale and Royale with Cheese and Cheeseburger Party for their work as always.
Absolutely. Without our tracker team, we would be lost in the dust, especially if we have to do double duty. And like you said, we have two very experienced runners here. And then we've got a cheese party. So get your Gouda ready, folks. Get your American, get your cheddar. We are going to be laying out. This is going to be a cheese fest, y'all. So know that Animus and Level are going to give it to us. We know that, yes, it's going to be a good time, people. So let's go. Let's have some fun. Star, let's do it.
Yep. Alright, I can't multitask and I can't type, think, and talk at the same time. Let's
No
see.
worries.
Okay, that's what that is. So I now know where the starting items are. They should both be ready, and we should be off soon. We'll see what the starting stuff is shortly, but it is a thing.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Crackers, you can check the internal restreaming channel to see what they start with, so you can click on it once that comes around, but it's gonna be a lot. As usual, I rolled a seed, so we'll see what exact variety of spice this is. This seed did get kind of stuck on generating the map, so that's always a good sign of things, right?
You know, I look at it this way. Instead of a fart loading, it is awesome loading. So that is how we have to look at things. And this is going to be awesome. And I know it is because we are looking at spicy chicken heaven. And I know Chad is looking for five lives. But one heart container. Oh, the dream is real, Star. Even though they have
Yep.
every spell in the world, but you know.
If you don't have a lot of life, Animus has mercifully turned the beefity beef off this time. Thank you a lot. Uh,
Right, what hit KOs? Let's go, people!
yep. Alright, Saria just next to Star has shield in it, so their starting set is a little bit ridiculous. Mito, they started with Thunder from here, but they can't get done stab. So it's one heart container, 5 lives, it's 4 gems. They start with Jump, Spell, Thunder, Fairy, Reflect, Candle, Raft, and Cross. No up stab, no down stab. This is gonna be a fun one.
Absolutely, and the good part is, I mean, they can easily get down stab, so we know we're gonna see pogo stick action going on. So we're gonna see everybody just thinking they're Mario and they're Link, and I'm just amazed at all the spells, even though they cost more than my rent right now. And it's I'm just shocked at how many spells they've gotten. But on the lighter side, we do have one heart container, so they're gonna have a challenge. Let's see.
I totally missed the Stonehenge item for level. Seeing Rauru there, east of Start. This looks like to be either a caldera or canyon, or a a volcano biome.
Well, Level got the boots, from what I
Oh,
saw.
that's useful.
And Rauru, he was like hippity hoppity, this ain't my property, and kind of just yeeted out of there. So,
They
really,
started a skull from it, so they don't need it.
yeah, but he could have gone in there just to say, just instead of bye, it's like neighborly to say hello to the townspeople, get that I know nothing message, and they kind of bounce out.
I mean, it doesn't really need a lot of stuff. It's really just a glove.
You know.
Alright, so we've seen a couple items already. We've gotten the boots, we've gotten the magic jar. Here's another item key for Level. We'll see what this is. Good thing they got the boots, because this looks like a slightly borked caldera biome. We got a brief look at the middle of the map there on the legend side. It looks like the western exit to what would the caldera. What would normally be the western exit of the caldera is actually got a palace sitting in it as we get the Any key. Something went a little funky with the map. So we'll need to figure out how to get through it, because I think it might be a little glitched, which would explain why the seed got stuck generating.
Yes, that does explain quite a bit. But getting magic key so early makes no fairy key hacking a thing, which kind of makes me sad, since fairy, I think, was 116 and we could have laughed about it, about them not being able to use it.
Thunder's also pretty expensive. It does look like they've actually got fairly decent. They're actually not taking much damage, despite only having one container. They've been okay so far. Part of it, of course, is that these guys are very good, but they've also mostly been okay on that. That's a pea bag. Not too surprising. They did start with a good couple items. But the more we see, the more there are to be no extra heart containers, because we've seen that a lot recently.
And
At least, thank you, Animus and also levelengine. They have both been kind enough to turn the beeps off.
Yes, or else we would all be listening in Morse code right now. And also,
we had 2 back-to-back races this past Monday. We're both 1 heart container seeds, both rolled by me, with the beeps on. We got tired of the beeping on restream. After 3 hours of it.
What you can do is just talk and beep and just make it meme worthy, just have people clipping you going beep, 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 while the screen is going beep, beep, and then they know it has been maximum lunacy and the commentators have finally lost whatever sense they have from, beep abuse.
Yeah, thankfully these guys have been kind of turned it off. That is a thing though to note. So their only way out. So they're stuck at the western side of the map. There is one pass-through cave to get to the rest of this map. Bad news is, that one pass-through cave is Fairy Cave. Per previous discussion, it's currently incredibly expensive at Magic 2. They are not going anywhere right now, at all, fast.
Yes, and it hurts so hard for them to, be able to jump like Mike and still feel like you are not making it and you gotta get good. So
because they started with Jump, but that was Fairy Cave. Jump is freely castable, even on Magic 1. I accidentally cast Jump without meaning to, in fact, when I booted up the C starting items. It was so free. Took out, I think, most of my Magic part, but it was castable. Fairy is not.
Oh no, Fairy is... maybe if you take a loan, just go up, maybe mug one of the wizards and say, give me your magic. Then you might be able to cast it, but they're not going to be doing that anytime soon. So we're just...
What is it right now at Magic 2? I can't quite tell.
No, I don't think it's castable yet.
Well, if it was castable, Level would be using it right now.
Yep. Exactly, Chaos. That's what I'm talking about. Mug the wizards. They do nothing but sit on their butts in those basements, giving you the spell. They could do better.
There we are. Fairy is castable on Magic 3. 44. think it went from 70 to 44, something like that. Might have been 90. It was not. Oh no, 70 would have been castable, but 90 would. I think it was like 90 on Magic 2, but it is now 44 on Magic 3, which is castable, so it's time to move on.
Yeah, that's a huge dip.
It is. We got a better look at the number for Animus as he gets the any key.
Yes.
And as a note, Fred Coughlin is the Z1R dev, the Z2R dev is Dick Shake.
Absolutely. But if you want to mug the old man in Z1, I am all for it. When he says it's dangerous to go alone, take this! You know, you could always mug him and get something else. I'm all for it. You guys go for it.
Alright, Animus getting what's gonna be just a pee bag and be disappointed, then just gonna get the worst news, it's Fairy Cave, and then have to go grind. He's not too far though, it's 260 is Magic 3, and he's close to it. This cave should be most of the way there.
And we have levelengine
In fact, that pee bag does it.
Who did cast Fairy, passed up the 1-up.
What is even this? What is this Path of the West? Jeez. That's a map.
Hyrule in AAA is having a brain fart right now because that biome looks weird.
This is a very glitchy caldera biome. The western half looks normal, the middle caldera looks a little weird, and then this eastern half is just bulwarked, apparently. It is a caldera. We did see a distinct caldera, and Miss actually took Magic Attack 3 in the cave earlier, so he's having to get good to grind here for his Magic 3. It shouldn't take too long. This item cave is a red jar, which is not good news. There was also a cave to Maze Island, by the way, in the eastern half of the west, so that's good to know.
Yes. Because going to Maze Island and seeing what disappointment lies there is always a great thing to see. And of course, we can always blame Fred, but Fred is better known for bombing treasure. So if you want to bomb your treasure, that's what we call a Fred. So go for it. But most of the time
here on ZSR, we can also blame Trez.
Yes, that is who we must blame, the boss. Blame Trez. Let me submit my blame tool.
Alright, Level is heading for the caldera now, which is separated by Jump Cave. Thanks, game. This is a glitched caldera, so there's only one way in, and it's this jump cave. Thankfully going backwards, so it's not as bad. But it's a glitched caldera. You're normally supposed to have the palace be in the middle of the caldera, and then there are two passive caves going from each end, leading to either half of the continent. The western passage kind of glitched. Where the western passage cave would normally be from the caldera is instead the palace, and the middle of the caldera just apparently doesn't have much of anything, I guess. Glitched seed.
Okay. And Level is fighting with all their might, because they literally have one strip of life. One hit.
Yep. And it's a really good thing. This like the one heart container thing these guys can live with. 5 lives, so it's very nice, and they've been okay. And they started with a lot of stuff and found more stuff. They're already in pseudo go mode. Once they find the glove, they're guaranteed go mode. And yep, this caldera is glitched.
Yeah, that is absolutely a very special caldera. Yes, yep. That's the best way to.
Yep. Alright, might as well do P4, not a real reason not to. You have Reflect, you have a key, you can go in here, and it's a 4-gemmer. I don't see why not, honestly. This is a 4-gemmer, actually, I think I might have forgotten to update the command. Oh, 6 gems, 4 lives. No, it's a It's 5 lives, and I could have sworn it's 4 gems, but I also need to double check because I'm a scatterbrain.
It's 5 lives. I remember that, and I saw 6 for the gem count needed, but I could be needing.
Cat saying it's 6 gems. I just can't read. Thank you. Never mind.
So we don't need cannon dogs. Woohoo! Alrighty.
I'm not sure. Okay, I just misread the pause menu then. Yeah, because I got the numbers backwards. Because when you have 5 lives, because when you start with 5 lives, it shows as 4 lives in the pause, and then 6 gems. Okay, got it backwards. Reading is hard. Yes.
Yes, Kirby, I blame LeVar Burton for this because it's his fault reading Rainbow failed. And there you go. And we have levelengine who just said, nah, I'm not fighting, and opted to take the top route.
Alright, that looks like that might have been a loop back to the original elevator shaft, but I'm not 100% sure, so heading left here.
I actually think that is a loop. Hold on, let me see.
Alright, Animus getting to the eastern half of the west now, and seeing that this is a bit of an ugly mess of a map. There's another cave in Maze Island as well.
Ooh. Unfortunately, that blue dark nut is going to be a wonderful person to, say hi to. But
alright, there we go. Level's also on his last life, so he wants to be careful with how much magic he uses, because otherwise he won't have enough for reflect on this life. Life 3 is actually being pretty effective. They're taking some damage, but they're not dying as often as one might expect out of one heart seed. They're still dying, it's 1 heart, so it's not as much as one would expect with some of the other 1 heart seeds we've seen recently. It's been okay for the most part.
I'm gonna attribute that to their skill. Because if it was me, I'd still be dead. I wouldn't even be D-E-A-D dead, I'd be D-E-D dead. I'd be dead before it could fully spell itself. And
I think that was another loop for level, so it's back to start.
So error made an error. Beautiful. Beautiful. Had to, kind of up out of there. And plus, Star, that was the last life. So honestly, that was a good move because it would kind of be really bad to get deep into the palace and then end up, unfortunately, losing that life. Especially since, anything gives you a hug and you die.
So yeah, speaking of sprites, Level's playing the Arrow sprite, and Animus is playing the sprite from the Winter Solstice hack. And Emma's taking out this thing as he's gonna go take a look at this. This cave is to Death Mountain, and he takes one look and is like, nope!
No, that looks awfully familiar.
Also, that's a small key as the item in 4. Why have we seen 3 junk items already? We only started with 3 items, it's not like we started the full inventory. So the more junk items we see, the less likely there are to be heart containers here.
So, let me break this out. This may actually be a 1 heart container. Seed Star.
Quite possible. I do love to roll the things. Also, that's a funky palace placement in Maze Island. Speaking of the map being a little glitchy today, that palace is literally on the river.
Oh man.
Like, not kidding, it's actually on the river, which is a rare sight. That's P3 or 6, so that's unusual.
Well, maybe, and we have a glove block in 4, just to add to the pain, the 1 item you didn't get.
Yep, that is literally the 1 item /spell / anything, honestly, that we don't have. Well, they might need a flute. Or maybe a hammer, but like that's the one thing they're guaranteed they still need.
Oh, could it be the River Devil would be useful? Come on, River Devil. I've been praying for years and years for the River Devil to finally get his moment. This is gonna be it. I know
Well,
it.
Max Rando does have the vanilla and vanilla shuffled volumes available, so there is a good. They both typically and vanilla almost guarantees a River Devil. Vanilla with a vanilla East with a 6 gemmer guarantees a River Devil requirement. Vanilla shuffled tends to also require the devil, so that one's not as likely. Depends on how idiotic the map is, but on a 6 gemmer, you're probably doing him. Also, these items are evading Animus. He still hasn't found either of the things.
Nope.
Alright, Level's taking a more of a look around the east now. Not east, the eastern half of the west. Seeing if they can find the remaining landmarks here. We are missing a palace, 2 palaces, one of which is right here on the screen for Level, as he takes death.
But there is something that both of our runners are finding, and that is serious pain. These enemies are hugging, and they're not being nice with their hugs. They are giving bad hugs. And I feel for Animus because Animus still hasn't found what he's looking for.
He has managed to go everywhere that's not an item, it seems. I'm not sure. Okay, they must both be in like this one little area he hasn't checked because I think he's gone everywhere else, as we do indeed find an item. Which is the 1-up. Womp womp. P2 here for
You just
here in the west.
Well, Animus has one more life to live. Optimism. There you go.
There are 1-up drops. I totally missed what he just got there.
1-up again.
2 1-ups in Maze Island. That is our, those were our 5th and 6th junk items in the seed. There's only 7 total, I think. Yeah, there's less than 8 hearts here. There's less than 4. There's not a lot of hearts available. They only started with 3 items. I think there's 4 junk items in the base item pool. The 3 starting items adds 3 more, which takes us up to 7, I think?
Okay.
And then,
I
6 junk items.
have to really appreciate how levelengine is making Era moonwalk on people's heads only to get a key. Woo!
Yep, more junk.
Beautiful. Oh. Oh man. I wonder what the post after the post interview is going to be in. It's gonna be like, oh, this is going to be. Well, we could look at it this way, chat. This seed is merely showing you how Era moonwalks on top of people, how Hoodie Link, crouch stabs. This is a learning experience for all of us. See, that's how you have to look at it. Team optimism. Yes. See, I'm not on Ganon's side at the moment. I swears I'm not.
Alright, this is 3 or 6 here for Level. A very rich purple. I quite like this color. Not sure which palace which of 3 or 6 it is, but it's something. Yeah, it is a 1 heart container seed. They do, however, have 5 lives and a boat. They started with a boatload of items, so it's actually been a pretty decent seed, honestly. It's gonna take them all because it's 6 gems and the map is kind of lousy, but it's actually not that bad overall.
Oh man, Chaos, I just
They have 5 lives and there are plenty of 1-ups in the drop pool, so they're not having problems there.
Here we go. Yes, Era is defying gravity. Era is moonwalking on heads, walking on the ceiling. You know, Era is a walking era. What can I say? And as a Super Mario Brothers 3 commentator, I put in for Animus. There you go.
Alright, and here is Helmet Head.
Yes. Helmet Head said, "Not today. You are not going to knock my heads off. Not happening." Oh, ho, ho.
Oh jeez, I think he's Okoing at level on life 3.
Okay, crack your nuts, folks.
Okay, not Oko, 2-hit KO, the fireballs at least. The main body might be Oko, but taking 2 deaths in a row, yow.
Alright. Arrow with the moonwalk on the Helmet Head. But Helmet Head
dropping keys, which, okay, yeah.
Helmet Head did give a good fight.
It did.
Yeah.
This is feeling very much like a P6 for Animus. P3 is not usually this long, and Animus has been in here for a good couple minutes and see a bunch of rooms. Alright, Rando is also in the eastern half of the continent, don't need it, they start with the spell ball from there. And here is P1 as the final item in the west, palace, in the west, a very nice pale lavender, I quite like this.
Yes, the aesthetic is absolutely gorgeous. However, is it going to be mean is the question. Because P2 was very mean. Let's see if P1 is going to do the same thing. And Animus is dodging knives, dodging fire, just to get out of that room. Using those latent Mario skills, only to get knocked out by a brick. Oh, the Mario irony right now.
Has anyone seen palaces in this windows in this palace yet? I haven't noticed any that I was paying attention to, but in any case, this feels a lot like a... Yeah, there we are.
Yeah,
this is a P6. I figured as much, because it's been so long. It's too long for a 3. And that confirms it.
Well, at least he knows that this is prison. So, you know, he got the jail bars just to prove it. And
there's Barba.
Barbecue with barely any health. And it was kind enough to, you know, Barba donated some health. Thank you, Barba, for being very nice. Yes, got the outdoor barbecue. Meanwhile, levelengine is moonwalking, crip stepping, whatever he can do to get out of that mess. Thanks. Every enemy is coming to say hello. Palace 1, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, that's a magic jar, which is nice to have. I think Thunder's still incredibly expensive, and it's nice to be able to cast your safeties more on it. With only 1 heart container, as that's Barba down for Animus.
Yeah, and you gotta give it to Animus for fighting that with no health at all. 0, zip, zilch, nada.
These guys are 2 of the best in the community. This is on the higher level matchups. This particular one is a levelengine is currently 3-0 in Swiss, so he is guaranteed brackets. Animus is 2-1. If Animus can win this race, he will be guaranteed brackets as well. Otherwise, he has one last chance next week.
Yes, Chaos. 1 hit can kill, but Animus was on life 4, so it meant 2 hits will kill. But when you have no health, then that means 1 hit, you are dead. D-E-D dead.
Alright, P1 down for level. Second gem already. 26 minutes in. Animus already has a gem down as well and is doing a much longer palace. This P6 is giving Animus the runaround.
And not the type of runaround we like. You know, I'm more of a fan of roundabout if I'm gonna go runaround. But
Animus is losing track of which path to take in Maison to get back to the connector caves. And not taking a death. Also, that's a bridge in the southeast part of the west, as well as some additional caves. That one's a passer they don't need. And that bit's dead. Okay, so... we were talking about the possibility of Vanilla East. That's a Vanilla Shuffled East.
oh my goodness, you guys are not of the JoJo variety and don't know what roundabout is. For shame, guys.
What was the spell in Darunia on the Three-Eyed Rock location? Because I completely missed the spell. I only saw it was Darunia, and I am digging out my vanilla map of the game. Life, thank you. Which tells us that fire is going to be an old Kasuto today, as we find Naburu in the need to scroll in the western end of Kasuto Cave.
Oh, Animus is looking for that connector.
Yeah, he is. Hey TH, yep, it's another one-heart container. Mercifully, these guys turned off the beeps, and also I did actually give them I was nice to give them some 5 lives for this. And there's 1-ups in large drop pool, enemy drop pool, so it's actually not been terrible. The bigger thing is it's a 6-gemmer, honestly, as we find P3 here in what my map labels as Secret 17.
Yes, Alan, this has been a very interesting seed. If you want to, you can put some roundabout on, and that's exactly how this is going. This is so, let's put it this way. Hugs are bad. Palaces are kind of wonky. The biome, the caldera is really glitchy. It is beautiful.
Yeah, we got a glitched caldera. The Maze Island got a little glitchy too. The palace is in the middle of the river for some reason. I'm not sure why. And they're both locked at a 4. Animus bailed out of.
All right. So, at least the Dark Rebo, he avenged his horsey. He said, "You spanked my horsey, I'm gonna spank you." So that was actually quite interesting to look at. And we have the pile driver strat going on with levels. So we have the moonwalking on heads.
Very nice, and that'll be his 3rd gem already placed. But yeah, they're glove locked at a 4. Animus is just in a different palace they've since completely zoomed out on. I forget which it was, but he didn't finish it. Or if he did, I just forgot about it. At this point, really, Glove Hunt is probably the biggest thing. We've got another palace on the River Double Road here for ant level, which is P5, nice shade of purple. So GP is our final missing palace. But with Vanilla Shuffled East, it could be anywhere. And let me say some. And the East, oh.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. It's going to be anywhere. And we have another key item. Beautiful.
Yep.
We've got curtains on the floor. That only adds to it, Even the game realizes that it's wonky and just wants to add to the shenanigans. It's like, let me put those curtains on the floor. I'll make you think that Dark Link is, upside down. If you flip over your screen, maybe you'll get him to fall up, but it's not gonna happen. And Oof, this is just it's more fun than that Ocarina of Time seed, and it's beautiful because
Yeah.
Alan said that it was a mess, but I see it as glorious, Star, and I bow humbly to you.
It was a seed. For those who didn't catch it earlier, or just no TR, I rolled a seed for the Ocarina of Time Randomizer E weekly earlier on ZSR2. Alan got to the honor of tracking it. It was a seed. I was highly entertained, and I do recommend watching it. And it's running into a couple of drop rooms here, so drop's not helpful in this too, it looks like. I also don't actually know how level found Helmet Head in here. I just know he did. It was 4 hours of pain, indeed, TH.
Define pain, Alan. You know, one man's pain is another man's happiness. You know, you just have to look on the bright side of things. Team optimism. Yeah.
And level, I think, might actually. Okay, I thought those were both drop rooms, but they might have been. I think he's actually glove blocked out of 6. Out of 5, sorry. So that's that for now.
Yeah, P4 and P5 are both glove blocked. And I saw my boy. I saw the dream is real. The river devil is actually blocking a path.
It always does in vanilla and vanilla shuffled, Krista. Now the question is there a way around him? We don't know that yet. Yeah, TH, the right side is I wasn't trying, only tracking. And hey, there's the flute. Nice spot for it. Not too far from the double. Well, the only question is, where's that glove gone off to? Because they need it, evidently, and we clearly haven't seen it yet.
Alright, let's see if Helmet Head gives Animus a little bit of a fight.
Yes, Helmet! He does.
Oh, this is it. This is it. Let's get our Eye of the Tiger music on for Animus because this is a battle. No more lives. I saw that big giant one. Oh no. Oh.
That is a game over.
Oh no, Helmet Head.
Helmet Head is hitting hard today, and they've both taken numerous deaths to him.
Yeah. He was so close, yet so far away. That hurts so bad because I think Animus was on his last hit.
I think so. Blue jar on grass tile. There really are no heart containers apparently in this seed, and that is Nukasudo with it's at the what I believe is called the Northeastern Cave Southern end. And there's the hammer. Thank you, TH. Actually, I did not know that you were doing that until right this second, TH. I hadn't seen your post in Discord because I can't. You haven't posted in Discord, in fact, so I literally didn't know until you said that. Yeah, we will be raiding over to TH as soon as this is done, so he can go roll around my event live. I didn't know him. I did not know that you were doing it live because I wasn't sure if you would do it live or just make a post in the Discord. Hey, that works out. Alright,
so place your bets, folks. Will the spell lead to something decent?
Hey, it's the glove. Alright, that's go mode, apparently.
Alright, so we know Carrick is about to, get some reflect action going, and we're going back in to punch some walls. We are in Saitama mode. Let's go, people!
Poor Animus still running back through P2 because Helmet Head was a long way in.
Yeah, that was not, This is the one rare time since that kind of made me stop in my tracks there, that lava bath, but I'm assuming that was a tactical death.
Alright, Ocean Palace and Water Tile locations, both useless in the east. Level at this point, really just trying to figure out where the last palace is. It's not here, that's obvious.
Meanwhile, we have Helmet Head singing, "We are the champions, my friends." Because
Please
Helmet,
don't get us DMCA'd as a note.
and it's just yikes. You can do it, Miss. Just believe in yourself.
Okay, that's the water tile in the Vanilla Darunia location. Good news and bad news. Good news, I figured out where GP is. By process of elimination. Bad news is GP's in the Valley of Death. How did we get there?
I haven't seen any connection there.
I haven't taken any Pastor Caves, because I think Level's seen every other major... I've seen the Level's seen every other landmark that's not, well, Valley of Death, in all honesty. You've seen the rest of the map, and it's not elsewhere.
From a routing perspective, let's see, we have 4, 5, 6. That's the quickest way. First he has to find it.
Level might just go beat palaces and then go find GPs, because it's gonna take him a bit to find that GP. He has to dig numerous item caves for it. He's backtracking actually right now. I would have expected him to up A, go do the palaces in the west and then Mazel, and then come back to the east and finish out the seed, but he has different ideas and is gonna backtrack here.
But now that you mention it, now you've got me absolutely curious as to where Valley Death is hiding. I am trying to use my "where in the world is Carmen Sandiego," spy glasses. I bought it out of retirement.
Yeah, honestly though, this seed has actually not been bad. It's, other than, life is actually doing a fairly okay job. We've seen much worse, and they have everything. They started with almost everything, and they've since gotten everything. It's, I'd say it's a pretty average seed. It's certainly not a jet seed. 6 gemmers will never be jets, but it's not bad.
Yeah. And once you get to life 5...
In other interesting, hilarious news, that I spot a bridge or raft tile in the Valley of Death. It's hard to tell what might be a raft tile in Vanilla Shuffled East. That would be interesting if a raft tile is your way into the Valley of Death, because they're gonna have to figure out how to find the thing first. That's fun.
That is... Well, that sure would make things interesting. They would have to look.
Because he has the raft. They both do. They started with it, in fact. But it's more of a matter of physically finding the raft tile. Wherever that's gone off to, if that's your only way in. There might be another way in, depending on how... We've seen a few pasture caves, so it might be a pasture cave that gets him there. But the valley can be segmented at times, and I'm not sure if this is one... And where the segments don't connect, and I don't know if this is one of the segmented valleys.
No.
Only got a glimpse of it. Numerous drop rooms in a row here for level past the glove block.
Let's see. Ooh, level is in Palace 5. And everybody knows what that means. It's Guma! Yay! Time for Maces.
Yeah. Level, it does have attack 7, but Life 4 is making a decent dent, but Guma is still Guma, and it'll still take you out fairly quick on 1 heart container.
Yes, this will be... Oh yeah, you just... Whenever you see complicated windows, it's supposed to be, I think, mosaic windows. But it's better to say complicated windows. You know you're in Palace 5. And you know you're waiting to get a Guma mace to the face. And that's what... Yes! See, Tannerin already knows me well. Maces to the face. That is exactly right.
Animus now in 4 is going to get the bad news that this is glove blocked.
It probably is stained glass, mosaic, it's something of the other, but, complicated windows is always the best way to remember it. You have jail bars in 6, and you have no bars, but 5 just had to go and be complicated. It's like, let me, make use of this 8-bit NES action. So yeah, you gotta love it. And wait a second. We have 1 up for the item in Palace 5.
Well, thanks, game. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any heart containers. I don't think we've seen the items in 3 or 6. We're missing a couple items in the east and both in Death Mountain, but it's not that much left, and we are also... Well, okay, I forgot that there are a couple junk items I didn't pull because we don't have any of Trophy, Medicine, or Child since we started with the items behind all 3 of those things. But
And
still not ideal. If there are heart containers, they're probably not getting them, especially Level, because he is in go mode.
And Level is making sure to pick up every 1 up that he sees. He knows that Guma can't easily kill, because it's, tricky to kill Guma as it stands. You have to, basically stab and run. At least that's my tactic. Stab and hopefully make it before getting a mace to the back of my head. And, and with only 1 heart container, and the bosses are doing a fair amount of damage, which means Guma is probably going to not be a weak Guma, but a stronger Guma. One that had his Flintstone vitamins. So I think it's going to be a rough battle. Plus, you never know if you're going to need to cast something very multiple times. So you have to anticipate a tactical death.
Yep. Animus is still in 4 here, just taking up A. This is gonna be interesting, because we know it's glove block, so Animus will have to leave and then go get his glove from Ace before coming back for 4. 5 is also glove block. I don't think Animus is fiend. Let's see, what was it with 3? Animus, I don't think has seen 3 yet either.
I thought Animus was in 4 and left because it was glove block.
That was Level. The item was early in 4. Animus has seen it, so...
Oh man, the disappointment that's about to happen. Meanwhile, Palace 5 is whittling away at that little life bank that levelengine had. Yikes.
And yeah, I think Level's going for power leveling strats, where he gets high attack levels. Since this seed is pretty survivable, attack, even life 4 is making a perfectly decent dent. Need to take a death because that's not gonna work. And that's a dead end, in fact. But yeah, Level is, since low magic and life aren't really hurting him, a fairy was castable on magic 3, which is really nice. He can get high attack levels on one of his last gems. He can use all of that 9,170 experience that is required for attack 8 to get his levels. He can even take attack 8 if he really wanted to. Because he's got 3 gems left to place. He can power level and get attack 8 and be just fine. And I think Animus has realized P4 is Flowpox and is out there. Good choice.
Honestly, I don't know if I would go max strength this time. Max attack. I think I would actually, try to beef up magic, because you're gonna need to cast a lot of things for survivability. Especially,
well, the thing is, Krista, he's doing a power level. He's going to get a lot of experience anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely by putting it on the max, But I think some in chat were thinking maybe he would actually go full attack 8, but I don't think.
He can do attack 8 and still get high levels. Is the point?
Oh yeah, because this is a 6 gem seed. Yeah.
Yeah, he is fine. He can get attack 8 and still be like at 8, 6, 7 or something like that. And he's got 7 magic jars too. It's not that bad.
Oh yeah, especially with 9,170 points from the crystal.
Yeah, also, Level just got looped, so that's an update. This 5 is trolling hard. I have no idea what Buma is, but I just knew that Level has gotten thoroughly lost.
And on the last life, too.
Yeah.
Which
yeah, he got looped back to this room, so that... Animus in the east. Has he been here yet, actually? I'm not even sure, but he's here now anyhow, and is exploring. Level got a considerable exploration advantage, even though technically equal on gems. Level has a considerable exploration advantage on the east, and the item advantage as well, but, you never know. Rando can Rando. GP in particular is known as the Great Equalizer. It is too early to call this race. I will say, though, this is not going to sub 1 hour at this point. It's gonna take Level a couple minutes to beat this 5. Barba's not, the first room in or anything, and the same goes for Karok, so that's gonna take a bit. And then, of course, he needs to physically get to GP. I don't even think he's gonna get into GP sub-hour with, because considering you need to find a way into the valley, which might be a raft tile.
Which would be awesome, because that is so unexpected.
Oh, and P6 had a child, apparently, so that wasn't a seed. They didn't start with the, play spell from Durinia, but, that leaves us with only 3, yeah, only leaves us with 5 item locations in the seed. 2 in Death Mountain, 2 in the east. I think both P-back caves are what we're missing. And then maybe a desert tile in the P-back cave or something like that, and then we're missing Death Mountain. Okay, there's the item cave, and actually Animus can get into Valley of Death here, at least this part of the Valley of Death. I don't know if it will link to the rest of the Valley of Death, because it gets funky at times. I am pretty sure the palace is in here somewhere, I'm just not sure which segment of the valley it's in, or how to get to that segment.
Here we go, we've got a Guma versus, looks like a tank, maybe a little tanky.
And that is a P-back for Animus. Guma being tanky, not really surprising. Fancy footwork is going on to avoid the mace.
Yeah! Guma, you disappointed me, buddy! Oh, no! But that was a clean Goomba fight by level. You beat
Alright.
it.
Looking at this valley now, as level places his 4th gem of the seed. Okay, and the palace is accessible, so that's gonna be, a GP sighting for Animus. And there's a town. Old Kasuto is seriously in the middle of the valley, that's hilarious. And that was actually a bridge tile to nowhere. Heh, nice game. Lovely scene sometimes. Old Kasuto in the valley, they're never going there. Well, Animus is probably never going there. Level has found his way there by accident trying to get to the valley, and is gonna get sent out to the other side of the valley, quite possibly. Yep, Level just found the way to that town, past through caves. Vanilla shuffled maps break my brain sometimes. They are in different but very similar looking caves right now, and this level gets sent out to this pass-through, and to a different pass-through. And Animus here is going to find in this pass-through item cave a flute. Okay. So I think Desert Tile's the remaining item location in the east we haven't seen then. No, we saw Water Tile at the Vanilla Darunia location. We've seen both the Pigrat caves. Oh, and that's a pass-through cave there, and level back up to the north. And he's up A. Oh, Desert Tile with a blue magic jar. I might just be taking funky notes or a bad memory. It's real anyhow.
Star, do you remember where the hammer was? Because it looks like Animus does not have the hammer.
The hammer was in New Kasuto. He hasn't gone there yet.
No? The hammer and the glove were both in New Kasuto? Nice.
Yep. So yeah, what was that? I know there's a jar. I wrote down the items in the east as being a flute, a jar, and a pea bag in the overworld. I did not catch the 4th item. I just might not be able to count, in all honesty. There's the for Animus. Ah, magic jar and water tile. Thank you. That's the thing I forgot. So yeah, the only item location we haven't seen is P3, and that must be the Ace Magic Jar, because Level doesn't have it and didn't get. I don't think he got the item out of 3. Hey Trails, a pretty decent 1 heart 6 gemmer, actually. No, actually no, there's still 2 items in the Death Mountain, one of which is that magic jar. So there is a Hammer Cave and P3 left as magic item locations. I will be honest, I have no idea my level is in here. Oh, I think he might have made the mistake I made, where he thinks that the Valley of Death is behind a raft tile, or something like that, when he can actually just walk there from the vanilla entrance, and this is gonna get him nowhere fast. Trails, I'd be doubtful if Level wants a heart container. It's only 1 heart, but they've got 5 lives. There's 1 up in the large enemy drop pool, and Life 4 is actually doing pretty decently. He's also power leveling, so he'll be at like something like 777 or 867 or something like that by the time this seed's over. But yeah, there are literally no other hearts in the game.
Yeah, there were too many bottom tier items, Garbuaji. And unfortunately, that's usually the kiss of death when it's coming to heart containers. So, unfortunately, fortunately for us, but unfortunately for them, there's no heart containers. So they're playing the swan song on that one. But it's...
Technically, there's 2 item locations left, I think. 3 and Hammer Cave, but we know that it's not going to be hard, because why would this be nice?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the blue jar as an item. And then, boom, we can have the trifecta. That's like getting a single arrow, baby. Woo!
Alright, and level is now in 6, so is going to have fun here. Animus beat this earlier, but it took him a bit. It took a fair bit of wandering to get figured this one out, because P6 is P6.
Yeah.
And this is gonna go beat Karok. He is behind on beating Palaces, but has a lead on having found the way to GP, which Level hasn't managed to get to yet. Might have gotten a bit lost. Level just got looped at the start there in 6. And GP, of course, is also just, well, GP. That's the dead end variant of that room for Level. And a death for Animus. So as you watch them just plug through palaces, let's give our runners here a follow, AnimusUnited and levelengine, to my co-comp Krista, and to our trackers. Sarge the Cheeses are on the tracking duty today. Thank you to both Realith Cheese and Cheeseburger Party, as well as to everyone in chat for watching.
Yes, you guys are awesome, especially our tracker team. And yes, we are having a cheese party. Please donate whatever cheeses you have, because we still have some time. We can enjoy a good meal or a snack. So we're down for it.
SP4 is trolling Animus. We actually haven't seen the path to Karok yet, just that it's been glove locked, and Level is having a fun time in 6. Yeah, whoever wins this one, they're gonna earn it. So the one part in here actually hasn't been too awful. Life has been pretty solid this seed, and they had a lot of items. It's just that the palaces have been terrible and the overall layout's not been the best either, is what's happened to these two today. They, at the very start of the seed, had to grind to Magic 3 to get Fairy castable, because that was their only way to progress in the overworld. Was to go to Fairy Cave. Because the Caldera biome glitched out today.
Yeah, it was absolutely fabulous, you know, when you have to pump some iron to get through the beginning, and just to play the game they had to pay, and that's what makes it absolutely fantabulous.
Yeah, Level in fact hasn't gotten any other magic levels since, but hey, he didn't need to. Doomknocker's trolling for Animus. Happy 1 hour, everyone. And besides, yeah, we'll just Fairy through. Fairy's actually not too bad here. Yeah, not quite 3 bars. A little bad, annoying, but not the worst. Magic's 5.
Yikes. These levels will have you biting your nails for those who are watching, because we have Animus who's on SOS mode. Oh no.
And oof, those flying heads on that crumble bridge will troll.
Yeah, crumble bridges are never your friend, you know? You do your best to try to stay above and ahead of the game, but those flying heads just decide to ruin your day.
Alright, here's Karak finally. And, Level's gotta be running out of rooms eventually in this 6, right? Very, very fast Karak. Nicely done for Animus.
Yes, that was an extremely fast Karak, because we all know.
And... Sorry, go ahead.
And it looks like Level found Barba relatively easy. And also
Relatively easy. I think he was in here for several minutes.
compared to the struggle Animus had.
Maybe. Anyhow, that is Level's 5th gem as Animus places his 4th. But P4 is not too bad, Level's already seen much of it, while Animus wants to find and beat both P3 and P5, and that's gonna take him a bit. Alright, and here's that level level, that sentence will never stop sounding weird, and is now going to take that power level.
Yep.
Going ham on the magic levels, and not gonna bother with the life, okay.
Yeah, Irene Barba went down very easily.
Bad news, Fairy is just as expensive at Magic 7. It dropped to 44 at Magic 3 and hasn't budged since, so that's how expensive Fairy is for GP, everyone. 44. Level realizing, wait, where am I going? I'm on P4, that's on the west. Alright, Animus now catching sight of both of his remaining palaces, which is good, but we know that P5 is going to be a slog.
Yes. Not only is it long, loopy, mean-spirited, everyone is in there ready for a slobber knocker. Except Guma was just chilling. I don't know why he went down so easy.
To be fair, these guys are also just really good.
Oh yeah, of course.
P3 at least is very fast for Animus, I forgot just how fast this was actually. He's gonna be out of here real fast. Well, if he can not die to good Urbanek, that is, Comskers.
You know, that's exactly what happened to Level the first time as well. Rebo avenged his horsey.
Yeah, the big thing for Animus is he's got a humongous 5 to clear. Like, this 3 is fast, 5 is not. Level's gonna have to get seriously lost in GP and Animus to find a route that works that very quickly to pull it back. It's not impossible. GP has trolled people many, many times before, but it's not the best of positions right now for Animus.
That was not a cooperative Rebo on the second battle. Whoa!
Yeah, to be fair, yes, Level hasn't even found his way to GP, which does help Animus, but it's only Level. So, but the P5 is a real slog, so it's hard to say. I'd still put Level Meds a good couple minutes in the lead, but how far is going to depend on just exactly how long it takes Level to find GP. Level should know it's GP in the valley. I'm not sure he knows how to get there, but he should know it's in the valley because he's just seen everywhere else. Level has seen the Valley Hills itself. Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure if he had.
He saw that the palace was there because he was on the other side. He was on the town side of it, but he hasn't figured out exactly how to get there.
Yeah, he saw there's a palace there. I don't know if he's seen how to physically get there, but he should know. Yeah, Level should know that that particular section of Valley of Death should be just available from walking there. But so hopefully he doesn't wander too long. But if he thinks that it's not available from just walking, he might get a little lost. So let's figure it out. Yeah, exactly. Patrick in chat saying this pretty much the same thing. Anyhow, P5 for Landmass is a slog. Not sure how long exactly Level spent in here, but it was quite a bit of time. And Animus is gonna do much the same thing. I've got no idea where Guma is, I just know that Level did like every other room in the palace before getting there. Level finds Karok.
Yeah.
Animus takes the death, as well as Level.
Yeah, each death is an unfortunate delay in Palace 5. And the last thing you want to do is get caught with only one life.
At least Reflect is stupid cheap. It's only 17 on Magic 7, which is kind of nice. But Karok killing at Level twice in a row, yikes. And is now down to his last life. In comparison, Animus had a very easy Karok fight. But there we go. Third time's the charm. Okay, Animus going for the glove block here in 5, which if I remember correctly is the right way. I have no idea where Kuma is in here, just that it was glove blocked. And it took Level forever to find. Alright, one last power level is going to get Level a couple of life levels and then off to GP. For these guys to see it's looking to be in the 120 and 130 range, it's pretty bad.
See, I do remember Level taking this route.
And chat noting that there were two drop-down, one of the fair drop-down fairy paths leads to go over there, two of them, yeah, that look the same, so I don't know which one is which.
Yeah, I was weeping for that extra life that decided to go, you know, take a warm bath in the lava.
Yep.
Poor Animus could have really used that right about now.
Level, where are you going? Oh no, has Level not realized he can just walk to GP? I don't see a reason why he's in Hammer in Death Mountain otherwise. He doesn't need any items, and he should know by process of, you know, elimination on the map that it's not that he can just walk to GP, but oh dear.
Yikearoo, we are on last life for Animus.
Yes, it is last life, and that's not good.
Not this palace. Wee.
Level doesn't need to level up further. This shouldn't be looking for a heart container. Here's Boomer for Animus.
Oh man.
Not gonna say anything worse so I don't comms curse him.
I'm just sitting because remember, unlike level, Animus is only attack 5.
Okay, and level is back on the east. Thank you. And there he goes. Thank you. Oh, that's game over for Animus. At least he found his way there. Guess level is gonna see if there's a heart container here. Neither of them have life. That was behind the child, and the child was in 6 somewhere.
Yeah. And 6 was just a monster of a stage that no one was going item hunting.
Yep. And yeah, Animus running all the way back through P5 to get to Goomba.
Well, here we go. We have level entering GP at 113. Nice.
1320 to be specific. Nice shade of green here. Heading down immediate fork, and with this lovely platforming room, good thing there's no enemies in it.
So, my chickens are on vacation. Nice.
There are no enemies in these. Oh, okay, there's one. Never mind. Hi, the only enemy in this room is a nasty one. And oh, I guess we're done. Okay, GG.
Chickens have failed me. There was one enemy. One enemy.
That's actually kind of amazing. That was the shortest GP of all time, basically.
It was. All right. I'll own up to that. I probably just, I didn't feed the chickens. They went on strike. I'm sorry, people.
GG's to level 114.23, going 4-0 now in Swiss. Probably will
GG.
be joining us for an interview. We'll set check to Animus's audio.
And we must make sure that we ask Level, about that really tough GP. I mean, because, we have to make sure we emphasize how painful that GP was with that, enemy set. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that game over to Kuma not mattering because Animus is still sufficiently behind it. Wouldn't have mattered as he takes another death. Yelp. But yeah, GP, blink and you miss it. You go right, you take the first elevator, you go right, you go down, and you go, and that's it.
Yeah, that 2 whole whopping enemies. Whopping enemies are. This hurts my pride as a member of the chicken army. Oh my god. So,
yeah, Attack 5 is not helping on Guma. Yelp again.
Well, Guma's making me proud, but yeah, that's what I was mentioning before, that there was a difference because Level did have attack 7, whereas Animus is duking it out with Attack 5. And we can definitely see the difference.
For sure.
Attack 5 is like GP. Not very good today. Oh, heavens. But take solace in knowing that everything else was awesome until we got to GP. This was an awesome seed. And then the chickens went on strike. I am sending them all off to... I am still gobsmacked by that GP. And Animus had a game over. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Because it is a run through back.
Yeah, it's a long way to get back to Guma. And then, there's a lot of enemies that you encounter. So you usually end up losing 1 or 2 lives on the way. So you're going in against Guma with maybe 2 to 3 spare lives if you don't get any 1-ups.
Yeah. And let's get Level in for an interview. Hey, Level, GG's.
GG?
Yep, and Animus has also officially called it quits.
I saw.
Don't blame him. He game over twice in P5 just now to Guma, and I don't blame him. Having seen her done, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Attack 5 is not doing much against Guma. Your Attack 7 was much more effective, Level.
Yeah, Animus wasn't too terribly far off from finishing.
No, it wasn't, but game overing twice to Guma?
Yeah, no way of knowing that for certain. Despite the fact he was just basically getting very close to entering Great Palace.
Yeah.
Speaking of Great Palace, that was the toughest Great Palace you have ever faced, right, Level?
No, not quite.
Yes.
Yeah, that was you go right, you go down, you're done.
My chickens were
observed after just everything else before that point. So, was this truly a 1-heart container seed?
Most likely, yes. I think the only items we didn't see on Race Stream were Hammer Cave and P3, and I can go dig Z2R edit route right now to find it. Before that, though, hey, Animus, GG's.
Hey, Anna. GG.
I was considering going back into Palace 3, maybe. Thankfully, I never did.
Hey,
I mean, it could have been up to 3 heart containers, I would guess, but not likely at that rate.
No. Hey, Animus, GG's.
Hey, thanks, GG. Yeah.
Funny thing is, I got a seed like this yesterday, very much like it. Except for the fact that I actually found some heart containers. So I had 6 gems to place and started off with 1 heart container. No spells, no items, but the downstab at least.
Alright, give me a couple minutes.
Being able to do that in under 70 minutes definitely felt like a good sign of things to come. Nice. And then I get a very similar seed, but you start with a lot more stuff, but yeah, the downstab was just very close by, so I was able to get that no problem. But then there was just not finding a single heart container.
Yeah, at least you guys had 5 lives today. We've seen a lot of low health and low life seeds lately.
Yeah, that would be even worse.
Yeah, I assumed there was no heart containers. I couldn't find any either.
Alright, Hammer Cave was a red jar, and I'm going to go
a red jar, yay. Now. I've seen enough
and I'm going to find the item in 3. That's the only other thing we didn't see between the 2 of you. Go ahead.
A blue jar?
P-bagged. P-bag was in 3, so no hearts.
I would have not needed that the rate we were going anyways. I already knew that I was going to be stacking attack levels, so the P-bags, especially going out of my way for them, weren't going to help much.
Mm.
Yeah, and I don't follow you for forfeiting after 2 game overs on Guma. Attack 5 was not doing much against him.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. Level did go to X 7, and I think that was probably the minimum needed, or else you'll be in for a really long battle against Guma because it was tanky and mean. Not to mention Palace's.
A lot of health, in other words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew level likes to go for the attack levels, so I figured I'd be at a pretty big to catch up at that
Yeah,
point.
early
But
on in the
yeah,
seed, I was thinking it would be really funny if I try and play the Famicom version of Zelda 2, because that strategy, I mean, I've seen it in, like, legitimate, like, official games. Well, vanilla Zelda 2 speedruns, I've seen that strategy, and I figured maybe it won't be too hard to just bring it over to Randomizer, where you just take advantage of the fact that you gain a lot more experience from attack levels than other stats.
yeah. Then if you game over,
Yeah,
you
that would
just
not be
freeze it
possible in
all.
the Japanese version, however.
Yeah, yeah.
Not too likely that would be, like, as feasible.
Yeah, that'd be the downside to it. But yeah, I've seen that leveling up on the Famicom version. It's an interesting version for sure. But yeah, I mean, this was a 6 gem, 1 heart container. Didn't really do well on any of the boss fights, I didn't think. The glove lock on P4
Or
was, yeah, that
yeah, that
was
was
fun.
also not something I want to run into either.
Yeah, nah, I didn't want to run into that either. And yeah, I assume GP wasn't terrible, I guess. I didn't make it,
Walk on
so.
Palace 5 and not having the glove.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this GP was a snooze and a half. It was all of 3 rooms long and level is done in like a minute.
It was the hardest GP you could have ever imagined, man. It only
If you just
had
left, perhaps, possibly.
it,
If
Yeah.
you went left at the start.
it literally GP only had one chicken. One chicken. That was it.
You went
One,
right, you had
And a
one of
lot
those
of
little.
just wait for him to jump over you and you run under him, and well, I feel like I know how to do that by now.
I'm gonna have to go kick the cuckoo lady in Ocarina of Time and get some chickens so we can have a stock for the next GP. Um, but you earned an easy GP after going through what both of you guys went through. I mean, it was just to get Magic 3 just to start the game so you can cast Fairy. I mean, that's how you know you're going to start off a good game, a good seed, you know?
That didn't take too long. God,
Yeah,
of course could have made us get an even higher magic level to really take off.
yeah, I should have went for magic early on. I didn't I wasn't really looking at fairy cost because yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking fairy cave would be the way, but obviously it was. So
Yeah,
uh,
that Caldera ended up being a little glitchy. The
I
palace
didn't
to the
look at it
western end of
either.
it.
I didn't look at it either until I was able to just rule out any other possibility.
Well,
yeah,
that was a
yeah,
pretty limited section, so there wasn't a lot to be done there, and Magic 3 was pretty quick, so that wasn't as bad.
yeah. No, it could have been a lot worse for sure. But in some other ways, I guess the 1 heart container it was worse in that facet. So yeah, that was fun. It was fine. Glad I didn't have to do P5 again. I just looked and I saw level I'd finished, and I was like, thank goodness I didn't want to do it a 3rd time. So
That was a mean P5. It was just really trolly because it was trolly for level as well. And
yeah, I feel like I guess unless I'm a little frustrated, I feel like I'm able to route the palace good unless I have to go back into it. Like if I'm going somewhere else and then coming back into it. But I feel like I can route palaces pretty good if I'm obeying. So I didn't feel like I was going to get lost going back to Guma or anything. I just knew it was a long way back.
Yep.
It-
Yeah. I think that might actually be about it, though, for us generally. Here, at least. This sets you up to 4-0 levels, so very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you to both for commentating. Thanks for Cheeseburger Party for tracking, and I hope all of y'all have a wonderful one. I think I might finish up Majora's Mask. I've been playing that a little bit offline and been enjoying it. I haven't really completed a lot of the Zelda games, so I've been trying some of the others to see how I like them.
All right.
Yeah, I think that'll be about it. I'll outro us then, unless you have any last thoughts, Krista.
Well, I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to co-commentate with you. This was an awesome seed to be a part of, and I will forever remember that GP and how my chickens were on vacation. And it's always great to have such a great tracking team in the cheese party. And I look forward to being able to commentate again. GG to both of our runners. Congratulations to Level. And I wish you the best in the tournament going forward.
Yep. And good luck good luck to both of you. And we'll see you around. Let's see. Give our runners a follow. The AnimusUnited and levelengine. To my thank you also to my co-com Krista and to our trackers, Relish Cheese and Cheeseburger Party, as well as to everyone in chat for watching. We're going to, in fact, go over right now and go find out who they're playing next. GH is
That's what
going
I was.
to be starting the round reveal as soon as we raid over there, basically. So time to do that.
I'm pretty sure it's me versus Mariah at least.
You guys are the only 4-0s, yeah, but so good luck on that.
Might as well see
And then,
the pairings before, I don't know, I go to bed or something.
yeah, I mean, we're going there right now, and we'll find out who Animus is getting clunked with next round as well.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see.
Yes, Animus.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck and great job, Level Engine. Good luck.
Good luck and going forward also.
Yep.
Granted, you're still guaranteed a spot in brackets at least.
No, Animus needs to win one more. He's at 2-2 right now, I believe, for that loss.
I didn't know it was like he was 2-1. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see him in brackets.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll see how it goes. But I've enjoyed it so far, so we'll see how it goes.
I mean, if I had to just place bets on who is winning this entire tournament, I guess, if you want me to be frankly honest, I guess Trails will probably likely win the whole thing. And I guess, well, the other people who I could see winning would be Mirai, Animus, and myself.
They've got some strong runners here, yeah. It should be interesting to see, because Trails is, of course, a long timer, wins previous Max Random champion, but you never know sometimes. And we've had some interesting results and quite a number of upsets in recent tourneys, so it's going to be fun to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 people. I'd bet on those 4 people, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a really fun one to watch in brackets, too.
And we all know that we, the viewers, are always the winners because we get to watch you guys in action and be amazed with all your great talent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate it once again, and thank all of y'all once again for commentating and restreaming and putting this together. Really appreciate it a lot, and hope y'all have a wonderful one.
Alright, so let's go on over headset TH and let's go see those round reveals. See you over there, everyone. Have a good evening.
Take care.